Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and boy, do we have it's an episode.
It's gonna be great.
Brannyk's here.
It's gonna be
It's
great.
gonna be great. It is the Halloween spooky non-special episode because for a horror site, I didn't know Halloween's next week.
It's next. It's coming up. It's like very, very, very soon. We just finished Diwali, and now it's time for the spooks.
Yeah. Well, so this special episode, we're doing Halloween Ends, and then All Hallows Eve. What was that movie called, Brian?
All Hallows Eve. So it's gonna be before Halloween, and then Halloween Ends.
And then my best friend's Exorcism. I believe that's it. All this and more on the next stream in Demons, which is this one. Hit it. Do you think anyone listens to this intro music?
It's good intro music. I made it.
You did not. You didn't make this one.
I did make this one.
You did not make this one.
Yes, I did make this one.
No, you didn't.
110%.
Really?
Yes, I did.
No.
Yes, I did. Yep.
Really?
Yeah. I got the full version.
I have a cat.
Where's the cat? Let me hear it.
Oh, wait, that's the outro.
Do I hear it?
Oh, shit.
I hear it?
Definitely not doing this live. Hey, everyone. Jim Phoenix here. Boy, are we excited to say the same thing I just said 3 seconds ago. But we've got a show for you. We've got J.M. Brannyk back from a special assignment. I told you they would be back.
I'm back.
Definitely not sad because I couldn't remember what, non-binary people were people. But,
and they have birthdays. They have birthdays too.
Fuck, that kills every time I listen to it. It just sometimes will randomly pop up on my shuffle, and it just fucking slays me. I apologize to all 9-binary people out there. See, I understand that you're people now. That was my.
I mean, admitting it is the first step.
Yes, and the second step is, of course, we might be in the echo chamber. We're not sure anymore. One day. So if you're new to Streaming Demons, this is the one you want to listen to because it's a Halloween pre-special Halloween one. And we are doing a bunch of stuff. And it's very simple show. We're simple people. It is one new, one borrowed, one old, one blue. It sounds just like the wedding thing.
We're not married. We are not married.
Right.
No.
We are not married.
No.
Why did I pause when I said that?
I don't know. Like yeah, that was weird. There's my kazoo.
Oh, sorry. Definitely not married. See, Canada, you gotta kick them out. They don't belong in Canada. Only true patriots like me can belong in Canada. And what else belongs in Canada? The movies we're about to talk about. So we have no special guest today. That means we're doing a 1-1 and a tag team on something else, as we usually do. And I am very lazy, so Box Human, if that is your real damn name.
It's my Christian name. Thank you.
Is it? I want your satanic name, the Dark Lord will praise.
Jan Brannyk is my satanic name. All right. Well, if I had known we were doing Canadian horrors, I would have done Trick or Treat, but I did not.
Hey. Oh, you said horrors. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Horrors.
Okay, we're no longer doing Canadian horrors, okay? This economy, my mortgage tripled since I fucking bought this house. God damn.
Sex work is real work. So I did All Hallows Eve, which is a horror anthology film. This is the first time that I have seen this film, and I know a lot of people are probably like, "Oh, I'm already seeing Terrifier 2 in the theater, and I'm puking everywhere or whatever."
Marty, what?
Terrifier.
Terrifier. What's a Terrifier?
Terrifier 2. So All Hallows Eve is basically kind of was the platform to go into Terrifier. Guys, please, horror people.
It's contagious, ain't it?
It's terrible. I can't. No, it's the titles, man. It's the titles.
Terrifier.
Fire. So All Hallows Eve is basically the introduction to Art le Clown, or for the Americans, Art the Clown.
Art the Clown.
So basically, it's an anthology. It's kind of set up, I think, fun. Like, so these kids go trick-or-treating with their babysitter, I suppose. She's very old. I thought it was their mom at first. It is
At
not.
least 20.
She looks a little older. She looks great though. She looks great, and her hair is beautiful. But anyway, so they get back and they're gonna eat their really shitty candy because of course they can't have like Snickers or anything like that because that's like brand name. So it's all like peppermints. So anyway, they're going through the candy and they find a VHS tape. So somebody gave
What's the
them
VHS tape?
right, exactly. So to my
Who
younger
cares?
listeners,
My younger listeners.
a VHS tape was what we used to watch way back in the day that movies came on. And
Ooh, movies came
all
Ew,
over it.
crazy.
All
Ugh.
over it. And you had
And that's what they
to
call them, Betamax. They're beta cucks now.
and
They
you had
grew
to
up.
be kind and rewind.
Hey,
And
everyone listening from class, how are you today? Watch me bomb on a couple of jokes.
why would you have them listen to you?
Why would I have anyone listen to me? I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's still a mystery why my mom listens. Hi, Mom. So,
Mom.
so basically, it's an anthology. It's very loosely connected because basically all the pieces of the anthology are on this VHS tape. I do like that it's a random tape that somebody gets as like a trick or treat present.
Ooh.
That would be kind of fun to give out, except for the fact that nobody has VHS players anymore. Like, it would be pretty much an artifact that somebody would immediately throw away because
Wait,
there's
Art
no
the
way.
Clown, Artifact? Oh my god. I get it now.
I do too. It's
Ooh.
it all makes sense. Never mind. This is 5 stars. Good job. Clap,
Really?
clap, clap,
Oh,
clap, clap.
I'm not gonna follow that.
So all the stories, it follows various women who are afraid of various things.
So do I. I follow various women who are afraid. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah,
Is
like
that allowed?
basically no, it's not. It's not. That's kazoo worthy.
Not our sponsor.
Unless it's consensual. Unless they're like consensually follow me around, please. But no, it is not in this. There are aliens involved in one of the anthologies.
Like Mexicans?
No.
No. Not those aliens?
No.
Are you sure? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. That's the kazoo noise. You back off.
Back up, Bubba's.
There's like a couple different ones with Art the Clown. He flirts with a girl by giving her a hissing cockroach, which is kind of cute, whatever. And then sells her to chud people, I guess.
Yeah. Chud?
Yeah.
These are the chuds?
Like, they're like chud underground people. Yeah.
That's derogatory.
I can't even understand you, and you
I
have.
know, I don't know why this voice even exists.
It's better than this voice, right? No, it's my megaphone, huh?
No, it's.
It's not. I think this is my real voice now.
Fine, whatever.
So, the
Yes.
third one is probably the best one, because it's kind of the most cohesive one, and it does have Art the Clown more. Art.
I know.
And
Wait, Art the Clown? Isn't that the guy from American Horror Story?
I don't think so.
No, didn't they do like a circus one or a clown?
They did do a clown one, and
Not that Art the
actually,
Clown?
it does look kind of similar, but not very. Like, Art the Clown is very distinctive. So I think that when I was looking at an interview, albeit from Wikipedia, he said that the director said that he wanted to have a clown that was like the opposite of Pennywise. So he's very muted. He's silent. He doesn't speak. He just kind of like.
Silent Bob? Oh my god. You don't see
stalks you.
Silent Bob and Art the Clown in the same fucking place, man.
That's true. Actually, I have not seen them in the same place. That's very true. So At the end of the day, I mean, it was a movie. It was okay. Like, I had fun, but it was like, I don't know, it kind of gave me blue balls each time because it never really fully, like, delivered. Like, none of the little segments delivered. And kind of in the end, it kind of didn't deliver. So I will go on to watch Terrifier and Terrifier 2. And my being able to say it will increasingly grow worse and worse the more that I try. But for this one, it's just like, okay. You know, like, I had fun, but it, you know, I'd give it,
It could be worse. It could be better. It could be worse.
I'd give it a 3, middle grade.
A 3?
Yeah, 3.
Well, 3 is not that bad. Okay,
Yeah,
I
like,
know from you, a 3 could be a
like,
lot worse.
it's, I mean, like, I was entertained the whole time. Like, I was like, that's silly. Like, he just burrows like a little mole, you guys. This little clown, like, this clown burrows like a mole. It's really funny.
Like a clown mole.
He's a
got
clown.
some moles on his clown.
And,
You know what I mean?
it's like, and the effects are actually pretty good. They're practical effects. I love that. You guys know that. And, honestly, the biggest complaint that I had throughout the movie was when they did have the VHS, like, because they had the tracking and everything at first, and I'm like, "Ooh, that's classic VHS," and then it goes right into the thing, and it's like, "Oh, that's digital." Like, it looks too good. Like, I want this to look shittier, please.
Yeah.
Like a classic VHS. So, but I mean, like I said, for the most part, besides the blue balls, you know, it was a fun little treat.
That's not bad then. You know what?
No.
Especially,
the music was
what
great.
Year was this done?
The music was great.
What year was this done?
Oh, this was done in like 2013, I think.
Oh wow. Okay. I thought it was like in the 80s for some reason.
Oh no, it seems like it's set in the 80s, but it's not. It's just, and that's why it's kind of weird because it's like, who would still have a VHS player? Like,
I know.
I mean,
like,
I do, but
physically
I mean,
file
like,
them,
what real people do. I mean, not non-binary, because obviously we don't exist.
no,
And don't have birthdays.
They don't have birthdays, so you just don't age.
Yeah, this is very true. We do have like Dorian Gray type photos that we use, but not of us.
I
just
think,
like,
you know what? Was Dorian Gray non-binary?
Hot take.
Huh?
Hot take.
Might have been.
Anyway, now you have to follow that.
Oh shit! I do have to follow it. Damn it.
You do.
Well, okay. I can follow. You said it was rating in 3 point what?
It was 3. It was 3. So
3?
this is All Hallows Eve. So this is just before Halloween, and now we go to Halloween Ends.
I can do this one because Halloween Ends. Well, man, I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. Halloween Ends kind of just ends. This is my take. I looked forward to Halloween Ends, kind of like the way you look forward to the Star Wars movies at some point. You're just like, you know what? I've spent so much of my life since 1970 whatever for the first Halloween, and you just want this. You just want to land the plane. You want them to get home on time. You want them just to do something okay. And I think the consensus is, yeah, it's like this is something. I think that's a consensus. Like, it's just something. It's.
But did they go to space?
They might as well have. Like, they honestly might as well. Oh, just take them to space. They might as well have. It is a weird thing because Will Patton's in this one.
Oh.
And I'm trying to look at Will Patton's other things. If he is doing a lot of the, so I don't know if this is the Will Patton that does voice acting, because if it is, it's amazing time for him. But I don't think it's the same Will Patton. I think it's a different Will Patton. Now, Halloween Ends. If you don't know the Halloween story already, I can't possibly help you figure this out. you should already know, like, Michael Myers 20 million years ago killed someone as a little kid or something like that, and something about indestructible and something, something, something. Is he pure evil? Is he supernatural? Is he something, 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 something? Who knows?
His sister, something, something,
Yeah,
something. He
is his sister? Is it not his sister? It's just like
tries
random
to
people.
kill her, and
Does he try to make love with her, kill her?
ugh.
Uh, it's
Is
been
it
through a
still
lot of
Jamie Lee
ringers.
Curtis though,
It
right?
is, yeah, it is. Well, at least we know that much. It is Jamie Lee Curtis in there.
She's gorgeous. I love her.
Yeah. We have John Carpenter coming back as writing, which is kind of
Wow.
important to have him finish this off.
Yeah.
There are things that are going to make people just go, oh, this is a fan service. I like this. And the makeup is fine. The effects are sometimes good and sometimes not. The first act, I honestly liked it. Like 100%, like, oh, I thought, oh my God, this is how they're going to start this out. Holy crap. And then they did a time jump that sort of makes sense. Like, oh, okay. And like, oh, they're retelling the original like Halloween mythos story to then, and then the second act's kind of like, oh, why are we still here? My God.
All
Okay,
right. I have a
I have some
question.
problems with him. Bax maybe can help me out. If you thought, as Jamie Lee Curtis's Laurie thinks, that Michael Myers is the ultimate of all evil, and he's just going to come back and murder you, no matter how old he is, wouldn't you just fucking move? And I don't mean down the street. I mean just take an airplane and move.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: is he's always gonna find you, so it
Like,
doesn't
how?
matter
He
where
can't
you
get on a
go.
plane with that shit.
Yeah, he could.
Come on.
Sure, he could.
But she's
He's a
like, I
boogeyman.
moved like, a block away. I don't know how he found me.
He's basically the boogeyman. Like, he's gonna find you wherever you
Okay.
go.
No, that's interesting. Is he a person or is he a boogeyman?
Or, can I posit a third
Yeah.
theory? Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
Going back to Halloween 3, is he a robot?
Oh, that'll be funny. I can answer this definitively. He's not a robot.
Fuck! That would have been great, though. That would have been great.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
reveals he's a robot this whole time, and then the season of the witch finally makes sense, you guys.
Yeah, it's you'd wish he was a robot. I'll read your storyline. This is the logline. 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills, Laurie is living with her granddaughter Allison and is finishing writing her memoir. Michael Myers hasn't been seen since. Laurie, after allowing the specter of Michael to determine and drive her reality for decades, has decided to liberate herself from the fear and rage of Embrace's life. But a young man, Corey Cunningham, is accused of killing a boy he was babysitting. It ignites a cascade of violence and terror that will force Laurie to finally confront the evil she can't control once and for all. Boom, boom, boom. The fourth part. Is this the fourth part? Oh, I guess technically this is a trilogy plus I don't know. All right, so that was it. That was it. And there's just stuff that doesn't even make sense in this movie. I'm sorry if you liked it, but it's put this way. One of the users says on IMDb, "When does a real finale come out?" They get 2 out of 10 stars. Like, this wasn't how this is quoting. I'm not sure who this is. S Bob, Silent Bob 332. This wasn't a Halloween movie. It takes place on Halloween, and Michael Laurie cameo in it. But that's it. Every time I look at the rating, I'm giving it a lower score because I feel like I'm being too generous. It's basically Halloween 3.
Season of the Witch. See?
It comes in, but being hated like Halloween 3. I think that's how it loops back in.
I think everybody's wrong. I think they're robots. I think they're robots.
I think it bombed, man. I mean, it didn't lose money.
Oh,
but
of
it
course
only
not.
made $80 million, dude.
Well,
Halloween 3.
Still, it's gonna. That's the beauty and the magic of like horror movies, horror movies.
Horror movies.
Is that it is so hard for them to bomb. It is hard for horror movies to fail, which makes them so interesting to me.
I think it's easy. Have you seen Slender Man yet?
It still made money, like out of the country.
Did you see Yoga Hosers yet?
I did see Yoga Hosers. That yeah,
That
the
it did not make money, and
yeah,
I
'cause
like Yoga
it
Hosers,
was
but
supposed to be a comedy, and it wasn't that
oh, I thought it was a horror
funny.
movie. That's why. Maybe that's why I was like, "Cool."
No,
Terrifier 3. Do you see Terrifier 3? No, because it's not out.
it's not out yet. I
Yeah.
haven't seen Terrifier 1.
Terrifier.
Um,
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's man,
okay,
it just
now
not
I remember it wasn't too long ago that Halloween Kills came out, and you reviewed that, and you said that was kind of a snooze fest because it was PG-13, and it was just like,
Did I say that?
huh?
Oh, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably true. This is an R, but it's might as well be R soft R.
RR.
R Kevin.
So
Not I. Sorry. Yeah.
do you think that,
No.
having the rating
Mm-mm.
didn't let me finish my thought.
Mm.
Do you think that
Mhm.
having the rating
Yeah,
could
the
have
rating.
did that have any effect on it?
Who cares? That's what the whole rating effect was.
Oh, okay.
No, there was. Listen, the thing that was wrong with this movie wasn't the soft R. It was the lack of a second act, and the third act was cheesy as fuck.
Mm,
I mean,
yeah.
the best part of this movie is a cameo. The
Well, I
best part of
mean,
this movie is a cameo. And not to take away the
sounds like
person who's doing a
Baywatch.
cameo. I believe they're a fantastic person. But that should not be the best part of it. Like, the best part of the Marvel movies should not be Stan Lee. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
the
I
other
think
2
a lot of
hours should be it.
people, like, think that with what was it, Zombieland and,
Bill
um,
Murray?
Bill Murray, and to be honest, I hated the Bill Murray part. Um, but I think that's the only one part that people really remember out of it. Honestly,
Yeah. Well,
cameos can be really dicey. It can be not
Andrew Dicey?
so great. Anyway, did it have, practical effects, or did it have
It had boring as FFX. I believe that's the
were
whole
there
thing.
any fun kills?
Fun kills are a thing that we absolutely can have. There are some yay moments, but that wasn't Halloween 1.
Yeah.
You know? If this is a continuation from Halloween 1 and it wasn't this is more Nightmare on Elm Street 3,
Uh,
where they're kind of like tongue in cheek kills and things happen, and it's not at all realistic. How about this? The best way I can describe this without spoiling anything in this movie is go watch Undertaker versus Vader, or Undertaker versus Mankind, or not was it Vader? What was his who was his Undertaker's brother? Was that
I
Vader?
I don't remember that
Someone's
one.
screaming a name. Is that one, you dummy? You didn't know who Undertaker's brother was? What's up?
Oh, I
Kane.
don't Kane,
I just
yeah.
forgot.
I'm
It's
like,
Undertaker
Vader? Who the
versus
fuck
Kane.
is Vader? Like,
Oh, Vader's a
Darth
different one.
Vader?
No, Vader was a
Okay,
big
Vader must have been either before my time or but yeah, Kane was in a bunch of movies. You know what he does now? I think he sells insurance.
He's a politician now.
I think
He
he
used to
sells
sell insurance.
insurance. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he sold insurance and then he became a politician. He's a
A
governor
lot of
somewhere.
a lot of wrestlers became
Yeah,
politicians.
yeah. But as I'm saying, but it's when they're doing the Hell in a Cell matches. That's what it is. It's a Hell in a Cell match where there's a swerve, and the swerve it doesn't. There's no payoff. There's no build up of like, oh, this is realistic.
Okay, so you
There's
wanted it
none of
to
that.
be, like, legitimately scary, like, back to its roots, kind of just
I
because
wanted,
the
yeah.
first one wasn't very it wasn't really realistic, but it was legitimately scary.
The first one is more realistic than the rest of them. Like, you don't
Even
believe like a person could kill someone?
well, not the way that he did, because again, he would be like he has to have, like, teleportation, because there would be so many times where it's like, "Wait, he was just over there, what?" Things like that, like, just just little weird things like that. And also killing the kid. I remember he like put him on the door, and there's like no way to do that. Anyway, they were a little bit over the top. A little bit over the top.
This goes a lot over the top.
A lot
This
over
is
the
so
top.
over the top. Even Hulk Hogan's going, dude, just brother, tone this
Chill,
down.
brother.
Chill, brother. You know, take your vitamins. Also, shoot them in your butthole. That's where steroids go.
And I promise I won't do a sex
Like
tape, brother. Promise denied.
Especially with someone else's wife on the wedding day.
All right.
but
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But it's like there's some cool kills, or some things are just like fan service, and I think that's what they're forcing too many different movies into one.
Oh yeah, I could.
The criticism is it's a Michael Myers film without Michael Myers.
Okay, here's another question.
Yeah.
Do you think it's robots? No, I'm just kidding. Do you think?
Yes, I do.
I knew it. Conspiracies. So
Never.
do you think that was because we know that what's his face came back to do the writing? I know people are probably mad that I called him what's his face.
You know,
So and so, you know, that the buddy pal. Do you think it was studio involvement that made it a little bit more like no fan service, like lean into the fan service?
I think at this time, I think it was just John Carpenter. Thank you.
Okay.
Just going, fuck it, let's end it.
Well, he's also
maybe getting outvoted on some stuff. Maybe
very old.
Maybe he's just going, you know what? There are no sequels.
He's
after this.
85, 86. He's pretty. He's pretty.
I mean, I've seen this with Don Quixote. I mean, they didn't obviously do it as well as Don Quixote did the second book. It's like there's no third book, you know.
Yeah.
This is a fan service. This is a fan service in the point of people seeing Luke Skywalker again after a while.
Yeah.
And that's actually pretty fucking apt. If you saw the movie where Luke Skywalker's in it, and he's in it for like a half second, and like, wait, wasn't this about the fucking Skywalker thing? Yeah, it's about the same feeling. Like, wasn't this about Halloween Kills and like, what is this? The whole subplot of something else entirely?
Oh, so basically, it's the Christmas special of Star Wars.
Yeah, I wish at least that was funny.
Are you sure that was funny?
It's funny because it starts out with Wookiee rape. So
rape is not our sponsor. Tweet.
That's how the thing starts out.
They didn't rape
Christmas
them.
special starting out with rape.
It did not start out with rape. It started out with pillaging.
Oh, then it moved quickly to it?
No, there was no rape.
Oh,
I don't know which cut you watched, but
I remember it differently because they were doing things to those Wookiees.
Anyway, how did we get so off track?
Because that's how bad this movie is.
Okay, so what's your score? We'll just cut to the chase.
Now, this is sad. It's a Blumhouse movie. And the thing is, we saw these people on The Last Drive-In with Joe, Bob, and Darcy on Shudder. And they said, we're going to answer the question if Michael is a man or if he's pure evil or supernatural. Gets definitively answered. We won't say anything beyond that.
Bullshit.
Oh, and they answer it. And they answer in a way that doesn't make any sense to the fucking universe.
He's a robot. That's how they answer it.
No. Once you see this, you see the ending, like, that's the fucking ending. This is the ending.
Is he a
of
space
all the endings
baby?
that are possible in the universe? This is the one they pick.
Okay, so everybody who has not seen it yet, I want you to go to @HauntedMTL on Twitter and say what you think that Michael Myers is. Is he a space baby? Is he a robot?
Yeah, he might be a bunch of things. I can't make the joke I want because it would spoil everything.
Yeah, I know.
So out of this one, I'm giving this because there were interesting parts. Act 3 hits really quickly, and it does get interesting a bit from there. A lot of stuff just doesn't make sense. A lot of stuff is mishandled. Act 2 is a snooze. I'm giving this 2.5 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
Or 5 Cthulhu's. 2.5 out of 5. There you go.
Okay. Fair
yeah,
enough.
I was like, I almost gave it. I would have given it a 3 if the cameos a little bit more, maybe a 3. Otherwise, 2.5. All right, so that brings us up to
Bop.
my best friend's exorcism.
Oh, I watched my best friend's wedding.
Oh well.
It was just as scary, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think I did that once. We were telling, oh, this one, this would be an awesome movie. And I realized I was watching the wrong movie entirely.
It had Rupert Everett in it. No,
Really?
yes, we watched my best friend's Exorcist. Which honestly, you had sent me a clip of, and I thought it was going to be something completely different because of the clip that I had seen. And it wasn't nearly as over the top as the clip kind of portrayed.
Yeah.
I was really hoping it
No.
was going to be.
Me too. I
But it
know
was
this is
not.
where it kind of swerves the other way.
Yeah, it was kind of a bummer that way. So, it's basically the 80s, the late 80s. Abby and Gretchen are super BFFs, guys. And one of them is going to move away. And so they're all sad and shit. So they're going to go and spend the weekend at a lake house with their friends. And they're going to do LSD, apparently. Like you do with your friends.
Yeah. That kind of jumped out of like, wait, what? Doing what now?
Right. It's not like I figured like pot, like, oh, let's do some pot, let's drink, like no, they busted out fucking LSD.
I was like, and everyone's going, is this stranger? It's not the 60s. It's not the 60s. They're like,
No.
it's Dungeons and Dragons that's going to make them possessed back then. I was like, or they just like, yeah, started stripping balls
Or not like
right away.
fucking Coke or something. I mean, if it's gonna be the 80s, like. But no, I thought it was gonna be something a little bit, I don't know, lighter, like a high school thing. No,
Yeah.
they start. So everybody's kind of tripping balls, and Abby and Gretchen find this old abandoned house where spooky things happen.
Mm.
Something. Somebody tells the tale of something spooky. They go inside, and one of them runs out because something scary happens, and then the other
Something
one.
spooky happens with scary things.
Well, I don't want to give away too
And
much. But the other one gets possessed, basically.
yeah.
And it all goes downhill from there.
But
And
does it?
it basically kind of turns into Mean Girls.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw more Mean Girls with some really weird B story between like there is a romance here. There is a romance between the person and like the Christian rock guy. I mean, I don't even know how to explain what the guy's supposed to be.
He's like one of those mall people of the 80s that's like also into. See, that's what I kind of wanted more of. Like just
Yeah.
the weird like Christian um over the top evangelical thing using weightlifting. Like, I mean, they're doing bro lifts and shit while praising Jesus, and I was in for that. Like, because I'm like, that's so ridiculous. I like that. But that was not the movie. Like, not the whole movie anyway. We get some weird subplot of one friend being in love with a complete and utter bitch, which I didn't understand why they were friends with that girl,
Right.
the tall girl, because she's a bitch completely the whole time.
But that's the Mean Girls part again.
Yeah, it is the Mean Girls part, but it's just like I didn't understand why the other girl was in love with her. I'm just like, she's awful. Why do you care? She's awful. But yeah, so possessing McClown
Mhm.
is possessed now, so she's gonna be a bad girl and tell one of them to take diet pills and the other one to um what was she allergic to? She was allergic to something, and she wouldn't give her EpiPen.
Yeah. It's like hardcore Mean Girls.
Yeah, like, it's hardcore Mean Girls, but also still kind of weirdly over the top. Like, you never fully get a feel of, like, they're super in danger, or at least I didn't.
Well, because the comedy aspect of it. That's
'Cause
why
the comedy
it's a
aspect.
Treehouse of Horror that
Yeah.
went for, like, for 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Like, even
And,
they even had, like, the yo-yo people that go to the schools. Like, that's, like,
yes!
the pump bros, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, of course, like, you grow up in that time and you're like, "Yeah, I remember those assemblies that made no sense." And,
No, nothing about your school at all, and nothing about anything else. It's like, "Hey, we're gonna do this," and you're just like, "Oh, I don't have to go to class."
yeah, basically, and you're like, "You know what? I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Sit here for, like, an hour and a half looking at yo-yos? I guess, sure. Talking about the passenger pigeon and how it's extinct? Okay. Okay, alright. I guess I do that now." Um, so yeah, it's a little bit muddled. Of course, the one girl is like, "Why are you being such a bitch?" Like, and her dark and deep secret is that she has a crush on a priest in their school,
Yeah.
and also she has dun 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 acne.
I know. I was like, "Oh my god, it must be horrible." Like, "Oh, no, like, you can't even see it?"
Yeah,
Like,
like
they could like gave her fake ones.
yeah, it was not. I mean, yeah, I mean, they tried so hard to make her unattractive, but the actress is just very attractive
Yeah,
anyway.
it's pain in the pants. It's just like the Not Another Teen Movie. "Oh, come on, she's got paint in her pants. Look at her.
Yeah, like,
Hair's messy.
and
She's wearing a hat."
I can kind of understand it in a way because when you're growing up through that and you're an AFAB, like, in that time of your life, anything can be seen as, like, this huge, big fucking deal, like, you have just one hair out of place and you're like, "Fuck, everybody hates me and I'm gonna die alone."
Yeah.
Um,
That is realistic. I mean, that part is actually
yeah,
realistic. I remember like, oh my god, I remember that fucking Oxy stuff that had tint
yes.
to it. Like, the Oxy stuff had tint to like, "Oh, we're actually hiding it." Unless you look at the mirror and like, "Oh, I'm just, like, highlighting where my pimples are at this point." 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm pale skin, all of a sudden dark, pale skin, dark,
and
pale
it had a
skin.
smell to it too.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Um,
the silic acid, yeah.
yeah, a very particular smell, and, so people would
Oh,
know
man.
anyway. Uh, so, like, I kinda got that and I kinda dug that, but, it was very Mean Girls, like, that was kind of the gist of it. It's like Mean Girls, um, this demon is just a mean bitch, and he's just gonna do that, and unfortunately, it wasn't, like, freaky where it's like the demon is owning it, which I would have
Yeah.
loved so much more.
I thought you
Um
hated Freaky.
Huh?
I thought you hated Freaky.
I didn't say I hated Freaky, I just said that I liked, Happy Death Day more.
Oh, okay.
That Freaky was fun, it was just I thought Happy Death Day was more it resonated more, and it was a better written movie, but I think this would have been much funner and much better if the demon did take on, like, and there was kind of elements of rape, I wanna say, say, because there's a part where her best friend thinks that she is being molested,
Right.
and I'm not laughing because I think it's funny, I'm laughing because it's kinda horrible and horrific when it comes up, and you're like, "Oh god, I could see that." I think in the book because this is based on a book,
Yes.
and I have not read the book, but I think in the book that would have played out better than what it was in the movie, because it was like, "Oh god," and so she goes to her teachers saying that she thinks this is happening to her friend. It's rough. It's a bit rough,
Rough
especially,
stuff, very rough.
again, in this very comedic movie. It's just a weird tonal shift. Um, but
Yeah.
anyway, they have to go and fight it, and then there's demon tapeworms too.
Yeah, it's like they watched a bunch. Well, here's what it's gonna be. It is what it's supposed to be. I think they're successful in going, let's take all the movies from that era
Mm-hmm.
and make almost like a spoof or a highlight reel from them.
Right.
And it does it well. I'm like, yeah, it does it well then. It absolutely does it well. The matter of fact, the rest of the stuff, though, it's not what the premise of the trailer promises. And this is, maybe I don't know the book. I didn't know the book. I didn't know anything else. I just was like, oh, the trailer looks good. And they're like, well, it's not what I thought it would be. And it turned out, as you said, it turned out to be maybe a Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I just didn't watch it. I just do. I have a podcast. Let me in by, we go over Buffy the Vampire Slayer. From what I hear from the podcast, it is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The TV show might have fit this as an extra long episode. Maybe it fit the mold of the monster of the week. Like some shenanigans happen at school, and no one else really knows that people are dying and stuff.
Absolutely, I could totally see this. This is an episodic kind of event.
Yeah,
that happens in the background.
Happily ever after. That's what I'm saying. There's no real stakes. Like someone died. Like, oh god, but then it won't be like a comedy, maybe.
Right? Exactly, and it wouldn't be a teen movie then. Like a teen girl movie, I should say.
Yeah, and that's part of the issue. Was again, I had the issue with Halloween. I understand why Halloween Kills has a rated rating. I do. This one also has a rated R.
Oh, really? I would have never guessed. I would have honestly. I would have never guessed that.
They rated R for Well, they have some like mild nudity, but it's mostly talking about it. They have skinny dipping, but no nudity.
Oh, you don't see any nudity. Like
they say fuck though.
They do say fuck, but like
and they do LSD and they drop acid.
Yeah, I would 100% have thought this was a PG-13.
Yeah, if they took the F word out of it, maybe they got like the LSD that would like triggered for an R automatically because it's a harder drug. I don't know.
Yeah,
but then again, I don't know why they even had that there.
Right, exactly. They could easily have changed that with pot, like, oh, you're just acting paranoid, oh, your friend, yeah, or drunk, absolutely.
Or like, they can like, oh, some drunk person came scared. We're drunk, they were drunk, we got scary. I don't know.
Yeah,
just a freak out, any type of spooky ghost story.
Or she's just on her period. That's how girls act, right? Just freak out. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. They could have absolutely, and like I absolutely thought it was a PG-13 movie because it does not have the teeth of a rated R movie in the least.
No, that's the saddest part of it. It doesn't have those teeth. It doesn't do anything.
Mm-mm. And I mean, like, if honestly, I was gonna market this towards like, oh, if you were a teenage AFAB and girl and you want a best friend movie to watch with your best friend, like this would be a fun romp, like especially if you're interested in the 80s, this would probably be fun for you. I can't just imagine this as a rated R. Like I could not like offer this to like adults and be like, oh yeah, you're gonna. I mean, like I had an okay time. Like it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun.
It was like I felt bad. Like I saw the trailer, like, oh my god, we didn't watch this. And as soon as I started watching, I'm like, oh fuck.
And Jim, I have told you this before. Don't watch the trailer. Trailers lie. PR lies. PR for horror movies.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. We have never lied in PR. But you know why? Because I can outrun those lies with my new Zero shoes. XPR.com. Yeah, there's probably a discount still going on. And you will be quicker than any lies a PR company can throw at you, and you will see things as how they are. My best friend's Exorcism it's a slick movie. It is a slick movie.
It's fun. It has good music. It's very poppy. Like the colors pop out.
Yeah.
it's dreamlike. I would say that it's kind of not in the same vein, but kind of in the same vein as Final Girls. Not the Final Girl, but Final
The
Girls.
Final Girls, the TV show.
No.
Oh, is that
Final
Scream Queen? Yeah.
No, Final Girls, the movie where
The
she
movie.
goes into the movie where her mom is an actress
Oh,
in.
yeah. Okay, I
It's a
remember now.
really good movie. I love that movie to pieces. But it has that same kind of like poppy dreamlike kind of colors and it's kind of fun like that. Um, but it's not as good as Final Girls. Go watch Final Girls.
No, no. Like, I hate to say this because I'm not a parent. Well, like I would probably watch my teenage daughters. Jesus, I'd probably let my teenage daughters watch this. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh
they
yeah,
say fuck a
absolutely.
lot, but
I'd be like,
so do they.
oh, girls, you're having a slumber party. Great. I'm going to get pizza. You guys watch a movie. Here's the
This would
movie.
be the movie, right?
Yeah, this absolutely would be the movie that girls
Yeah.
would watch at a slumber party. You get your pizza, you're doing each other's hair and nails and whatnot. And
Yeah.
this is what you watch.
Yeah, it did not earn as like the laziest hour getting ever.
Oh, honestly,
Like,
I'm
someone had to, like,
surprised
take
they had
pause
to.
for that.
It's like they pushed for it.
Yeah. Like, what? How do we get an hour? Well, you have to do like some nudity and some graphic sex scenes, and you can say
Done.
fuck twice.
Done.
We can say it 3 times. That's awesome.
Done. We got it.
Yeah.
We got it. Just
Woohoo.
let it fly,
Fuck,
girls.
fuck,
Let
fuck,
everything
yeah.
fly.
Yeah, and we'll do LSD for no reason
For no
whatsoever.
reason. No
They
reason.
could be silly people in a cabin in the middle of the woods drinking Kool-Aid, and it would have the same effect.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And again, like you're talking about skinny dipping, classic teen move in movies, but you don't see anything
You don't
because
see anything
again,
at all. You see
that would be
shoulders.
weird.
Yeah.
That would be a
Yeah, they'll be
weird
like,
thing.
"Hey, why are we watching these like teens
Like
naked?"
very teens, like 16-year-olds.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. They do kind of look their role.
Yeah, they do. They
Like,
do.
I don't know how old. Let's see, Lisa Fisher, who plays Abby Rivers. Let's see
I think
how old.
I
Was
think
born
she's a little bit
2003.
older. Yeah. I
So
think
she's like 19.
yeah. So she's an adult, but still that's that weird I feel like an old creeper, kind
No,
of.
no, no. I'm just saying, like most people's like the Riverdale thing. Like,
Oh yeah,
they're teenagers played by 35-year-olds. Like it's kind
exactly.
of
And
beyond
that is
bizarre.
one thing going for it is they do have teen-looking girls and
And they all act really well.
yeah, they do.
Like
Absolutely.
the acting is phenomenal in this movie, which
The
makes
acting
it
is great.
sadder why they got an R.
I know. And honestly, you can tell that they can be very funny. Like the jokes do land. It's just it's kind
There's
of a little bit
nothing
of
at
the
stake.
writing and it's kind of a little bit of they have no teeth. So it doesn't
Yeah.
land as hard as it could have. But I don't know. So what do you think you would give it?
Okay. God. Saying from at my current age.
Oh
That's what
no.
we're saying.
Oh no.
You know what?
What?
I'm giving this a 3.4
Okay.
out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better than Halloween Kills or Ends, whatever it was.
Halloween Killians.
Kill the Ends. Yeah, unfortunately, Halloween did not kill the
these
end.
ends. I'm gonna
do
give
it.
it a 3. I'm doing 2 3s today.
Yeah.
For 2
I
separate
can see.
reasons. But
Yeah.
again, I had fun watching it, but at the same point, 2 years from now, I'm probably gonna forget it.
Oh, that's exactly it. Yeah. When I'm saying 3, 4, it's being very generous. I really was going between 3 and 3.5, but it didn't deserve 3.5 at all. And I was trying to kind of like, maybe because I was having such a horrible time at Halloween Ends. I was like, and the acting here is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Like, based on the acting alone, I felt I would never give it below a 3, even though the writing can be
especially for
weird
younger stars, and they were pulling it. These stars pull.
This is I can't wait to see them in other things.
Yeah, they're really good.
It is spot on. But when you compare it to Happy Death Day and Freaky, is like, damn it, this could have been better.
Yeah.
That's when you get like, it could have been better. That's the issue that makes me upset. I think you too. Like
And
this had
honestly,
the potential to be really good.
I think what it probably was the writing. And it's not that it was bad, it was just that it was based off of a book, so they were trying to cram so much in, cram all that
Into it.
Graham,
Yeah.
and you just can't, you know?
Abby normal.
Heavy normal.
But that's and there was like that's how it connects to Young Frankenstein. Like, well, but does it though? I mean, that they're barely quoting Young Frankenstein in this part, but yeah. I mean, would those girls get that reference?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, so kind of like that's why I think the writing is disingenuous.
Well, I mean,
Is it-
here's the thing. Well, they might, because again, we have to look at it from a 1988 perspective, where Young
When did Young Frankenstein come out?
Frankenstein, huh?
Do you remember when that came out?
Young Frankenstein?
Yeah,
I have the power of Google.
it came out in 1974.
74.
Dude, they would not have known that damn movie. In '88, if their parents watched it
Yeah,
and made them
well,
watch it on a VHS,
I mean, my
but none of those parents.
parents made me watch it.
Well, it's okay. Young Frankenstein is an awesome movie.
It's a
Dude, we
great
should do
movie.
Young Frankenstein.
We should do
that next
Young Frankenstein.
time. We fucking should do Young Frankenstein next time.
It's really good.
I mean,
Anyway,
Universal, but yeah, this movie right here, okay, 88, you would have VHS tapes would be out. They would see it on VHS only if their parents bought it for them.
which is maybe not out of the realm, you know?
It wouldn't be around for you or me because that's what our parents both did. But I think people who are tripping balls on acid.
Okay, I
you know,
apologize for everybody tripping on acid right now. Jim is just being not very kind to you.
I'm
He's
not
being
being cool. I'm a square man.
yeah,
I don't
he's
think that's
being
the movie.
very square. Yeah, I mean, I think we could go around and around on it, but I think when it comes down to it, it's fun, but it's not going to stick. Doesn't stick
Exactly.
to the ribs.
I think you said it perfectly. It was okay. It was just fun. Oh, I'm not gonna remember it in 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, weren't you in that one movie? Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know what movie you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. So we gave it similar ratings. That's cool.
Yeah.
Which means
Ta-da.
time for the plugs. What do you want to plug? Damn, Brannyk.
Okay. Well, I have a very special plug today.
Nice.
Are you tired of smelling like dank ass?
Oh,
The
is this
answer is
Gwen
yes.
Paltrow's vagina candle?
Oh God, no. Are you tired of smelling like a vagina from Gwyneth Paltrow?
Never is the answer to that.
Always is the answer to that. I have good news for you. If you
what's the good news?
go to Etsy.com and you go to Al's Artisan Soaps, and that's ALS, and then artisan, I ain't spelling that, soaps. And you go there. She has tons of soaps. They're incredible. You can smell like a Moogle if you would like. You can smell really hella gay, which apparently is like a whole bunch of kiwi and all this great stuff. She has pumpkin ones. She has raspberry ones, bubblegum ones. They're so good, and they're all vegan. They're all cruelty free, all homemade. Really great. And the good news is if you put in the code word "Screamin' Demons," all one
Ooh.
word,
Wait,
screamin'.
screaming demons or streaming demons?
Oh shit! Did I say?
Yes. Motherfucker, you got our name wrong.
I
you
did
got
get
our fucking name wrong. So if you were on the show Screaming Demons, boy, do we have a surprise for you.
So,
and I can spell artisan, by the way. ALSARTISANSOAPS.
So, okay, like, I'm not a professor or whatever, so
Okay. But I'm looking at these soaps, they look amazing.
yeah, Screamin' Demons.
There's even a Pride. There's even a Pride one.
There is a Pride one. So I'm an asshole. I made her, but this is how I know the real fans. Okay, the real fans who are listening right now. If you go to her website, and you put in "Screamin' Demons," no G at that, SCREAMIN DEMONS, you get 10% off.
10%? Oh my gosh, I'm doing it right
10%
now.
off.
I'm
Yep.
adding this to the basket.
Yeah.
I'm going to try this code out. I'm adding the chocolate and amber.
Ooh, that sounds
Mother God, they don't deliver to
delicious.
Canada? You
Oh,
bad.
sorry.
Fine, my U.S. address it is. Fine, I'll go to the United States. It's all
But
good.
they're super cute. Delivered fresh to your door unless you live in Canada. And so they're Canadians. Take that.
Canadian, eh?
Canadian, eh? And again, that's
Ooh.
Al's Artisan Soaps.
Yep. ALSARTISANSOAPS. And that's from Etsy. But if you just like Google Al's Artisan
Yeah.
Soaps, it's like the first thing that pops up.
Yeah.
And I do have my card out. I'm taking the chocolate and amber. I'm sending it. Oh, I'm sending it to my mom's house. Wouldn't that be a good fucking gift?
What?
Wouldn't that be a perfect fucking gift
For your
like,
mom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
not?
absolutely.
You think? I think so.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there's like tons
right.
on there. Like super. If you like lavender, if you like fruity stuff, there's tons of Pride shit, like just go check it out.
Here's some Pride shit, Mom. Temptation bombs. There's bath bombs.
There's beard oil for your mom.
I just thought, and there's cat person. There's actually a thing called cat person.
Yep, there's a cat person. And they smell great. They soap up and lather perfectly, wonderfully. It's great. Great soaps.
I am also okay. Nova collection. Okay. So Galactic Grape. Oh my Nova. Strawberry Moon. A Celestial Punch. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. Okay. So that looks like the grape one.
So stop smelling like dank ass, everybody, and go check it out.
Yeah. And as I am talking to you, oh my God, that's a cheap. I am buying multiple bars of solid soaps, just like you would get at like Lush or something like that. And it's only with our coupon, it's less than my Starbucks order.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to say the Pride one too. Like some of that goes to the Trevor Project too. So
I'm gonna add it. Okay, I'll keep shopping.
If you go and get the Pride one, they do give a part of the donation to that too. So
I'm going to the Pride one right now.
Yeah, they're very reasonably priced. They smelled terrific, and like I said, I like soaps that lather up. I like soaps that are like good and easy on my body.
Oh yeah.
I
and
feel
for every one you buy,
like
$4 for the Pride ones. $4 go to Trevor.
$4. So it's really terrific.
Yeah, they even have a great pumpkin one. This is
I know the pumpkin one. I was like, I gotta get me that before it's all out.
All right, so I am ordering right now. I'm adding this one in the basket as well. Oh, suck this
and
down.
Again, Screamin' Demons for all you
Screamin'
fans.
Demons, which is our new podcast.
Screamin' Demons.
Coming to you.
Okay, like I'm sorry, guys. I pay attention mostly. Halloween is a very busy time of year, and sometimes I forget it's streaming or screaming or streaming or semen or whatever.
Semen Demons.
That's
something else.
Yeah, that's our other podcast.
I should have said that out loud first. That's an awesome one. I am buying 3 things of soaps right now, and
Thank you.
One of them is going to be a Trevor Project one for Pride. Yep.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And as soon as I remember which address was sent to them, they're going directly to. All right. Oh, you know what? I am inspired. I am going to plug someone who has been extraordinarily nice and chill.
Yep.
And very, very, very cool and very generous with charity. I'm plugging Tom Felton's new book.
Oh.
You think I'm going there. Beyond the Wand, the magic and mayhem of growing up a wizard. I had the Audible book. I had the entire thing in like a day and a half.
Wow.
I could have done it in one day. I couldn't put it down. I couldn't stop. It was interesting. Tom reads it himself. It is an amazing story, and it's not all happy. It's not all sad. It's quite balanced. And you always, okay, for those, I'm going to say things I can say without breaking NDAs. So the way I met Tom Felton was he was playing guitar I don't think he had shoes on.
Zero shoes?
At a restaurant. No, he did. He needed zero shoes.
He needed zero shoes. Yeah, we need to get him on zero shoes.
Yes, we do. And I didn't like watch Harry Potter movies when I was growing up. So I had like no idea who the fuck he was. You know, like I was like, oh, this guy is cool as fuck, just playing a guitar for everyone in the food area, right? Yeah, it was fucking Tom Felton. I'm like, oh, like that's Draco Malfoy. What the fuck? So you meet someone like that, and you don't know who he is, and it just adds that layer of kindness. He's always been kind. He's always been generous. I have not seen him ever be shitty to anyone. And every time I pop up on Instagram, when I have to look at my own Instagram, he's doing some charity work at all hours of the time. It's one of the few people I would like to say it's nice as you fucking probably think you person should be.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you have it, go on to Beyond the Wand. Go on to beyondthewand.com. I just bought it.
That sounds like a porn right there.
Try selling your book now, sir. Oh, and he doesn't really swear. He doesn't swear. It's so weird.
I just honestly, I could see him being that guy that doesn't swear. Not because he can't. It's just like he doesn't need to.
Because he's English.
Because well, I mean, I've heard a lot of British people swear.
Oh, he does say twat a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not swearing there. That's the thing.
The C word to them is like water. It doesn't mean anything.
He's not swearing for them. They might be swearing for Americans, so maybe. But it's got 318 reviews on the Canadian website. All 318 are 5-star reviews.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Hell, I can't buy that. Oh my god. Okay,
that's funny. But no, he always sounds like a terrific guy, and has a great band, and
oh god, if his music's pretty cool, it's pretty chill.
Yeah.
I dig it. So it's Beyond the Wand, the magic and mayhem of growing up a wizard. I bought the Audible. I think it's well worth the credits. Buy the hardcover. The hardcover's only $25. Holy crap. And that's Canadian, so it's probably $20 US.
Get your wand hard, get it soft.
And then you could do this. You put some candles on and you slather up in that bathtub with your Al's Artisan Soaps. As long as you're using discount code Box doesn't know what podcast they're on. .com.
Who am I? Where are we? Who am I? What's going on?
Streamin' Siemens.
Seaman Creamins.
Streamin'
Creamin'.
Siemens. No S at the end. Yes. No G, excuse me. Yeah, so those are our plugs. Go check it out. I feel so much about this combo box. Oh, damn it. That's an old show. Combo box. Yeah.
That's a bad one. Yeah.
If you are in our listening area and you live in the United States, sorry, people across the world,
sorry,
and you want some of Al's Artisan Soaps, I will buy you any one soap as long as you tweet or probably DM me, honest to God. Because, tweet, DM, whatever you have to do. Send me an email, send me something, send me a snail mail, whatever it is. I will buy you any one Al's Artisan Soaps from the Etsy shop, and anywhere in the world, as long as you have Amazon, I will buy you a copy of Tom's new book.
Damn. Okay. All right. Are you gonna put where your Twitter is?
No. I want to make them guess.
Oh, okay. All right.
I want to save my money. Fine. What's my Twitter account? I don't know. What now?
You gotta they have to scrounge for it.
You must randomly tweet people for books and soap. Like a poor homeless person who needs to get clean and educated. That's what you must do.
That's kind of truth in the United States.
Good luck. If you can read, you were already lost the game.
So
all right,
get educated, get soaped up, get clean.
Let's be after myself. Jim Phoenix. I forgot my name. What's my name? Jim Phoenix. And my co-host, who's back. See, sometimes my co-hosts, they come back. And literally because they is binary, I can use they. Haha. J.M. Brannyk, I bid you good day. Bye, everyone.
Have a good night.
And as we played, did you really do this? Did you do this?
I did do this one, yes. I didn't do the cat though.
Well,
That's
I
not
don't think you should do cats. I think that's illegal.
Do we hear cats?
I don't think we heard it yet.
Hmm.
Oh, here we go.
I hear a cat.
Yes, we do. Bye, everyone.